Hey guys, welcome back to Busch Builds. This is Jeremy. Just want to give you guys an update on the Bronco. If this is your first time viewing, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're also at under YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all under Busch Builds. So check out our social media. We try to post things as much as we can. Gonna give you an update on the Bronco plow truck, the workhorse. Show you some of the things we've been doing. It looks like we took a step back because the whole side of it's off, but we got brand new doors, or new to the truck doors. We got a set of 99, or I think they were 94 doors, which were in a lot better shape than ours. So the door's all in one piece. It's got the smaller mirrors. If you guys seen this channel before, my doors were pretty well hashed out. They had tow mirrors on them. They're beat up, basically ready for the scrapper. This door, I don't know if it'll show. Yeah, this door is split in half. So, that's the other door. But and the back side of this thing is pretty much split in half here. Yeah, there it is. So the door was separating. They didn't lock. They didn't line up. So both sides, we got the newer doors on it. These doors lock, close, line up pretty good. Not a body shop, just wanted to make sure it's nice so I can lock the truck when it's outside in the winter. Not that I'm that worried about it. Show you one thing the truck has never been able to do. You lock the door, one of these two keys. First try, let me go. We still got to go through and clean up the wiring in here. We got the switch panel still on here. We'll update you on some of that stuff. The truck, we actually did figure out, because we're having idling issues, where after we did the idle air control valve delete, it did not want to idle. So I brainstormed with my uncle a little bit, and sometimes he misses, or he helps me find things that I miss. So now that we turn the key, of course, it's not going to work one-handed. Truck fires out. So now the truck is firing up and doing what it's supposed to. Kind of show you under the hood here what we are dealing with. It's a little goofy because we don't have that side support on there, but so again, we deleted the EGR, which was here, and then on this side of the motor was the idle air control plate. So we deleted that as well and just capped off everything that wasn't being used. Same thing at this bung back here. It's got vacuum caps on everything. So when it was snowing, we had a lot of trouble. You'd hit a snow mound and the truck would want to die out. So it wasn't very helpful. So this screw right here is for your idle. We ended up taking the spring out of it. I'll just get a jam nut so it doesn't back out over time. But now the truck is idling properly. Left the fender off because we got to clean up some of this wiring still. Some of the wiring I did, I want to clean up and tie up better. I changed the oil finally on it after we've had it for a while. So we're going to change the oil and spark plugs every year. We got a new coil, cap, and rotor for the thing. Spark plugs were new in it. The only thing we might do eventually is the wires. We still got to pull some stuff apart, clean everything up the best we can. Eventually we're just going to have to pull out the motor, pressure wash the motor, and clean everything up when we do the EFI update. I have the fan off it right now because we're going to pull off that water pump. The water pump's getting old and leaking. The fan clutch is failing, so we're going to replace the fan clutch and water pump before I put my fender back on. And it allows me to clean up those wires. Show you if you remember in the older videos, my air intake goes here and then sits up on the valve cover. I've never liked that. So when I was getting parts from that other vehicle, I'll show you kind of what we picked up. set you down. So actually probably just take this over to the truck. So this is my old air intake here. Give you kind of a visual if this is your first time viewing the channel, what it did. So this air intake would go on and it would sit above here. It just kind of covers things up, and it's kind of a nuisance with when I dealt with the valve covers. So this is the old style that we had, and it won't work with my style Bronco without having the AC removed. But I don't use the truck in the summer right now, and if we do, we'll probably get a soft top for it. So I have there's an AC bracket that sits right here that is not here right now, which it will interfere with if you have your AC and you're using it currently. So the new one we got all the brackets for it and everything, so it'll sit as factory as possible. So this will go on here. It's hard because I don't have that fender on. But this will go in here, on here, and I'll have an air snorkel up here, and then this will all kind of sit like that. So it'll be more of a factory look, which I like this style a lot better. I think it just looks better. It gives you access to everything still, where it's not covering anything up too badly. Again, it's not that hard to take out, and actually I'll be able to reuse that fairly easy. That's good. I don't actually need the map sensor because mine's old and doesn't have that, but it's just part of the intake, and I didn't feel like trying to mess around with it and make it work otherwise. So, and then we picked up this coolant reservoir, and all this stuff, I got all the bracketry for it too, so all that bracketry will go where that fender is and everything, but it'll be more factory than this truck's been in a long time. And then this coolant reservoir will end up sitting right about here. So let's see if it'll sit on that hood cable. So basically you'll have your air box and your washer and radiator fluid overflow. And actually that'd be flipped around, but whatever. So you'd have everything sitting like that. So I actually have washer fluid this year, which will be nice, but it's more of a factory look to it. Gives you a second air intake, which the hood, the funny thing is they actually have the provision in the dent in the hood for it. But I mean, it'll just help a little bit more air get into the motor. As you can tell, the motor is still oily. We need to sit there and pressure wash the thing. It's, you know, it's got some work that still needs to be done. Before it goes on the road, it's going to need tires, steering shaft. I think the next thing we are going to do is the exhaust, just because it is stupid loud and I don't want to be rude. We'll do a plow service video because I have to sit there and go through and do hoses anyways. I'll change out the filter, my old Western plow. Try to get the side-to-side work on that, so that will be good there. We'll do a video when we change out the water pump, determining whether or not just go with an AutoZone one or do a high efficiency one. Probably should brake cleaner off this. This is just that Dicom that we did because we had to cut this bracket. It's meant for a Mustang. Everything else, you know, it's just, again, we haven't gone through and cleaned this stuff up. This is all like this when I bought it. It's starting to get cleaned up. It's starting to become livable, but we're just going to get some wiring tape and clean everything up the best we can. I'm hoping next year or next winter we'll have the money to pull that intake and go with the new Holley EFI system, which will just really clean all this up and actually delete this airbox I just got. But we could also make it work with that if we really felt like it. So it's all just what we want to do. We'll see what happens. And this just gives us a little bit more options. Everything's running, which makes me happy. Everything's drivable. I mean, the door's locked. Doors look 100% better. Obviously, we still need to do the back fenders, the front fenders, bodywork, stuff like that. This door does still sag a little when you open it, but it's because this piece here obviously needs some bodywork because it's not part of the truck as much anymore, so it's flexing. We actually deleted the parking brake down here to clean up where some of these wires are. So this is the wires for my switch panel, and we're going to end up mounting a distribution block right where my finger's at up there, just like how that one is. And a lot of this old wiring will come out with the new Holley system, so it will clean up a lot of wires on the truck. We will probably rewire the whole truck anyways. I want to order a motion racing steering column and steering wheel eventually for the truck, just to make it easier. All this will be cleaned up, and above my head, we'll get the radio back in it, get the dash back together, have the interior nice. The good thing is with these older doors as well, all the wiring works with my old Bronco wiring. So this is all my old switches, my locks, everything still works. The only thing that I have in here that doesn't is the power window or the power mirrors, because I just never had them. Don't really care that much if they're there or they're not there. So, and then again, this is my old part of my old Bronco harness that tees in with all the door stuff. So they didn't change anything basically from 87 till probably 94 or 99 and a half when they changed the body style on the F-150 and F-250. So I appreciate you guys watching. Again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate talking with everyone. I appreciate my uncle for helping out, just giving me some of his knowledge. Sometimes, just those little things elude you. Again, this is Jeremy with Busch Builds. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day, and stay safe out there. Thank you.